Welcome to the Chief Mack Show, where I look to inspire, motivate, and encourage you guys. Like, share, and subscribe.
Welcome to the Chief Mack Show. He's walking in the light, teaching truth and wisdom, helping people see what's right. Breaking chains of bondage from the beast system's hold, setting up your trust fund, protecting all your gold. He says it's a great time to be alive. With stem cell patches healing, helping bodies thrive. That's what you're consuming. Be careful what goes in. The battles all around us. Let the transformation begin. Welcome to the Chief Mack Show. Another leader of the soul tribe. He will show us the pathway. By teaching you how to strive, he will help you with your mind, body, and finances. All freedom is the key. If you're willing to open up your mind and soul, he'll help you get free. He's talking about the transfer, the wealth that's coming through. So if you know your heart ain't right, you won't stay with you. Help your fellow brother, let your spirit lead the way. Or you lose it all as quickly as it came to you. Good and evil fight, it's really plain to see. He opens up his heart, sets the captives free. Spiritual warrior, with a mission and a plan. Living a soul tribe, every woman and every man. Welcome to the Chief Mack, the leader of the soul tribe. He will show us the pathway. By teaching you how to strive, he will help you with your mind, body, and finances. Oh, freedom is the key. If you're willing to open up your mind and soul, he'll help you break free. Body, mind, and soul. Systems that were meant to take control. Compassion is his compass. Love is his decree. It's a great time to be alive. To find clearly the Chief Mack Show. Another lead in the soul tribe. Yeah. Showing us the pathway. Teaching us to rise. Get your heart right with the Father. Let your light shine through. The transformation's coming. And it starts with me. It's a great time to be alive. Yeah. Chief Mack in the soul. Helping those who have been shot. Please welcome to the Chief Mack Show. Please welcome to the Chief Mack. What a great time to be alive.
What's going on, guys? How you guys that doing? Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Get those likes up. Get those likes up, guys. Do it for me. More and more people need to hear the message that I'm putting out there because I'm putting out the message of redemption, love. Love conquers all, guys. People need to hear that. But there's a lot of people in despair out there because they don't have the information that we have, guys. So I'm getting all kind of response back from people saying how they really appreciate me, and I appreciate you guys. There's nothing but love, honor, and respect here, and it has always been. There's nothing but love, honor, and respect here. Just want to come on here, man, and just say we can rejoice, rejoice, guys. To those of us that were chosen, we got this information, guys. We can rejoice, 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 rejoice. There's a force and a power that's unseen that is manifesting itself in the present. That force and that power that is manifesting itself in the present right now is not for everybody, but for those who have unwavering faith. We can see and we can feel that force. And because we can see and feel it, we can make the necessary moves to set ourselves up in such a way that we turn the hell that we have been experiencing basically all our lives. We can turn it into a heaven, guys. When you look at so much torture, hell, despair, sadness, anguish, betrayal, heartache, heart pain, heartbreak, letdowns, disappointments in this world, man. But we have an opportunity to separate ourselves from that. Money and the love of it, it's the root of all evil to wicked people who gets it. The money answers all things for those that are deserving of it, the righteous. It answers all our problems when you're righteous. But it becomes the root of all evil to wicked people. So if you're righteous and you're going to get access to an abundance, your heaven on earth is on its way. And this is why I say rejoice. And this is why I say glory, hallelujah. And this is why I don't care what you think about me or what you say about me, because I'm experiencing my inheritance already before the major inheritance happened. Your faith has to be radical in the last days of this kingdom. Your faith got to be radical because your inheritance is only going to be as big as your faith. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Your inheritance is only going to be big as your faith. If your faith is little, then your inheritance will be little. If your faith is radical, then you're going to have an immense amount of wealth. And let me tell you something. My faith has been radical. Days of people judging you, mistreating you, not respecting you, betraying you, talking about you, backbiting, trying to set you up for failure, those days are over with. I'm here to tell you, I speak it and I've spoken over myself and I speak it over you guys. How can you put your mouth on people? How can you talk about people? How dare you try to ridicule people and lie on people, ostracize, defame, trying to cause chaos in people's lives when you live in a glass house? How dare they do that? Ain't no hell you're going to. You in it. You in it already, guys. And what you do today, how you live your life today, how you treat people with love, honor, and respect determines how you will be incarnated back into this realm. Are you with me? See, a lot of people don't believe fat meat is greasy. I'm going somewhere. A lot of people don't believe fat meat is greasy. People think they can do what they want to do, how they want to do it. And I've been telling you guys for a while that any hell that you're going through in your life, any sadness that you shall experience in your life, you can do something about it. You can make a decision and a choice in your life that enough is enough. Your faith in these wee hours of this beast system has to be radical. If ain't nobody looking at you like you're crazy, like you're out of your mind, like you're overzealous or crazy, that means that you are walking in the ways of this beast system. That means that you are blending in with the people who are unalive on paper. If you ain't been talked about, ridiculed, persecuted, defamed, mocked, teased, laughed at, hated on, you name it, you ain't special because ain't nobody hating on average people. Am I correct? Ain't nobody hating on people who blended in with the masses. But if you've been hated on, talked about, lied on, ridiculed, persecuted, defamed, betrayed, just know that there's something special about you. Know that there's something special about you. When people have tried to destroy you with lies, deceit, and deception. When the enemy in them tries to put an all out assault on your character, who you know you are, hoping that they can stop you from being who you are today, to be that savior and salvation to humanity, to try to destroy who you know you are. And I'm here to tell you that it didn't work, brothers and sisters. They tried to destroy you. They lied on you. They talked about you. They said some hideous things about you in hope to try to get you to react and respond, to try to bring you down to their levels. But you had tunnel vision, kept going forward. You gave it over to the celestial family. And now look at you, brothers and sisters. You're on your way to overflow, abundance, wealth, inheritance, prosperity. That's what you're on your way to. Bliss, happiness, joyful. That's what you're on your way to, guys. And that's why I say glory hallelujah. Put the one in the chat if that's how you feel, guys. You're on your way. You're on your way, brothers and sisters. It's too late for the haters to try to bring you down. They can say what they want to say. They can keep on. But we have joy in our hearts. And the haters are losing momentum. They just said everything about you, done everything, every lie they can think of, and you're still prospering. You're still smiling. You still look good, smell good. And the abundance and overflow is happening in your life. And soon you'll walk in the bank and come out a brand new man and woman in the inkling of an eye. That's the heaven that they don't want to tell you about. Because they know heaven you're going to it. Earth is that experience. We were sent down to a lower realm to go through some shit and scratch and claw our way out of being the victim over to the victor. Or do you hear me? Ain't damn person on here, including the haters. We've all been through something, man, a woman. We've all gone through something. We all been through some hurt and pain and done wrong by the very people we thought that was supposed to be protecting us. We've all gone through. We were sent down here to go through something and not allow it to make us bitter, to find a way not to allow that what was done to you to be in your heart so bad so you want to put it on other people. Because typically, what do hurt people do? Hurt people hurt people. Am I correct? Hurt and damaged people seek to hurt and damage people too. And you don't want that to be you. We were all sent down to a lower realm to go through something. And that we have gone through, we were supposed to find our way back to happiness, total bliss. Because a lot of people can't come out of what they've gone through and been through. A lot of people hold that in their heart and have anger and resentment in them. And when they feel triggered, they leash out and project the hurt, the pain, the agony, and the hell that's in their heart that they have been hiding comes out when they're triggered. And this is why you have to be careful about who you surround yourself around and be around. The enemy comes to you with a smile on his face. They don't show you the cuckoo-ness that they are. They don't show that to you in the beginning. But there are things you can do to test people out. I've learned that right now when I've gone through what I've gone through the past 2.5, 3 years. We get ready to be wealthy, guys. You can't have a lot of different people around you, guys. You can't have a lot of different people around you when you're wealthy. Now, I'm not trying to have a lot of people around me. I got some good brothers and some sisters that I can call family. that I trust. I got some solid dudes around me. You may not see them around me, but I got some people I can call upon. I got them. They there. I'm typically by myself. Well, I enjoy myself, but I got some brothers. I got some soldiers, man, who don't play about me. I'll tell you that much. I got some soldiers, man, and I don't have to be all bad and tough on these platforms like that, like some people do. I'm an OG, and if a person have a problem, we can just simply talk about it, guys. And you're gonna put some gloves on and box. Hey, I'm built. I'm built to box. I'm built, give you a black eye if I have to. And guess what? I'll give you a strawberry shake and a steak to put on that black eye that I gave you. I got hands and I'm built to hit you hard enough to make you shit and throw up at the same time. That's me. I've done it before. We want to take it back to the days. If you got a problem with somebody, just box it out. Don't get on these platforms and run your mouth and be a warrior, typing a warrior on your fingers. Got a heavyweight boxing. You bad as hell. Your fingers took some spinach. So we don't want that. You gotta get back to the days, man. You got a problem, man. Let's put some gloves on, man. Let's duke it out. So I can punch that fat gut, make you throw up all them the pork chops and steaks and Twinkies. Then I'll give you a milkshake, a strawberry milkshake if you want it, and give it back to you. I'm a loving guy. I give you an ass kicking, a righteous ass kicking, and pick you up and say, hey, brother, let's stop the fight, man. Some people need a good ass, righteous ass kicking. We need to take it back to the 70s and 80s, man. We didn't have this right there. Because of the half the half the people on these platforms wouldn't have the guts that they have if we were back in the 80s and early 90s. Because back in the 80s and early 90s, we didn't have these platforms where you could be miles away from somebody and say a lie and don't get those repercussions. Because if you lie on somebody like that, we can get to you. I love these 70s, 80s, and 90s. Because we didn't act the way we act like that. People, when these platforms came out, these when people could get on here and fake like they somewhere, like they real tough, or like they got this going on and that going on, so get a lot of people in trouble. A lot of people in trouble. But say the things you said on these platforms that you can't say in nobody's face. If I got something to say, wicked, I like to say to people, I like to meet a man. I don't argue with women. I like to meet a man in person. Just ask him, hey bro, hey man, you said this about me. I'm in your face right now, man to man. I didn't come here to fight you. I'm in your face to ask you, why did you say that about me? And I want you to explain like a man. But the wicked flee with no pursuit. And that's how we used to roll back in the days. I want to get your face and so we could talk like man. And if you were ready to take it to another place, I'm already going to beat you there. But that's this platform doing. But we're on our way somewhere good, guys. Where we don't even have to worry about stuff like that anymore. We're on our way somewhere good, incredible. We're on our way somewhere unimaginable. No more have to worry about paying a mortgage, paying a car payment, paying for insurance, worry about a light bill, worry about how you're going to feed the children, worry about the lights getting cut off in the winter. You better move yourself wherever you want to move yourself to and I have to worry about somebody breaking into your house. See, there are people living this way right now, and we're going to experience what the rich and wealthy have been experiencing. Now it's our time. We are the graduating class of 2026, my dear brothers and sisters. We are the graduating class of 2026 to step over into an unimaginable amount of wealth. And I'm going to tell you, not everybody is going to step over into that. Not everybody's going to be able to step over into what we see and what we hear. It's still just 1% of us. It's still just 1% of us, guys, that's replacing the old 1%. Okay? It's just 1% of us. It's not a whole bunch of us. There's some truth that's getting ready to come out that a lot of us have been putting out that the people who ridiculed us and call us conspiracy theories, they're going to be brought to shame. Things are starting to come out right now. Now, for years, many of us have been saying that these celebrities are not dead, that they just simply retired the character. Now, we saw a post saying that John F. Kennedy still alive. I mean, he never died during the time they said he did. Now they're saying that Tupac is not dead. Tupac is a kill the MC on Facebook, guys. Look up a kill the MC on Facebook. That's Tupac. You know when they unalive that character, the character Tupac was a character. When they unalive that character, you know that they'll take him in, they'll do some surgery and add some prosthetics to him to tell him they may even do a nose job or add a prosthetic to. They may do a surgery and make his eyes go up more right there and make that nose smaller. They do these things, guys. Come on, don't be so simple. They even got masks they put on people's face. This mask, they do these things. They got a surgery that can make you taller or shorter. Come on, guys. Come on now. How's that short? He's taller than him. Or how's that? His nose ain't that big. Shut up. You simple minded. They have surgeries where they can make your nose smaller, bigger. They can make you taller or shorter. They can put wigs on your head. They can do all these things, man. You just know that when you know better, you do better. Do you understand what type of world we're in? We get ready to turn our heaven to hell. I mean, we get ready to turn our hell into a heaven. Found out the pastors in these churches are going to have to tell the people the truth. And I hope these people don't jump off a cliff where they found out that that Savior and salvation that they claim to walk the earth never walked the earth. And in fact, that Savior and salvation was the adversary that you have been worshiping and praying. And got you doing a blood sacrifice, eating blood, drinking blood, and eating flesh. The people are going to be blown away, guys. This beast system is losing its momentum. A lot of people don't even know that there is a beast system. A lot of people in here, they live their life like sheep. They go to work, they come home, they watch the news, they think their job is a good job. They think because they live in a $500,000 home, making six figures a year, going to college, they think they got it going on. They think that they're highly favored, pressed down, shaken, working a job which is paying you out your trust estate, and you're working for free. Going to church and being lied to, and you getting embezzled money out of you by Reverend Flint Flam in the form of tithes and offering. And then you get baptized, slam dunk in water, backwards. And that baptism has nothing to do with getting you closer to any type of saving salvation, but the ability to take you back in the waters, unalive you, and put that baptism on bond paper and send that to the Vatican and trade your ass on the stock market all over again. Wow. It's a cold-blooded world, man. That's some deep stuff right there that I found out. And I'm able to move accordingly. And you guys are able to move accordingly for these things that we found out about how wicked this world is. So we'll get a chance to maneuver ourselves out of that with the wealth we're going to get. If you hadn't got any foreign currency, I would have put it out there, guys, to get some foreign currency. If you hadn't got any foreign currency, better get some. I talked to a young lady today. She's probably listening right now. I told her today. She called me and said her boyfriend, uh, they they snatched him up and put him in jail. Her boyfriend, a young man that I know from my hometown. I looked out for him financially, him and his family at the time. And she told me today he asked her to reach out to me. So I talked to her and told her what the game plan was and what she should do and him. I asked her did she have any foreign currency, and she said she didn't. So I told her that to get some foreign currency. I said if you have a ring or anything that you have, get some $200 or $300 can make you could be worth over 10 to 15 million dollars with $300. Isn't that amazing, guys? And there's some nosy folks that come here and hear me say that and hear you guys on there and say these folks are crazy. I'm going to tell you, if you're on here, and I have talked to one person who was listening to the person that was lying on me, and she was playing both sides, and I called her out on it, and I said I called her on Facebook Messenger, and we talked, and I said I see you playing both sides. So this one person said that it's not about foreign currency. It ain't all about foreign currency. And that person who said that got some got some foreign currency themselves. So I said, ma'am, I talked to her. I said, did you have any foreign currency? I'm good. I'm good. She said, I'm good. I bought her. I bought her. I got people. I'm good. I'm good. And I'm just hearing her talk. I say, man, you, that is a foolish statement. And you over there listen to the adversary, and you're hearing them saying, "Oh, it ain't all about foreign currency," and that person has foreign currency themselves, and you allow these people to trick you out of an inheritance that was promised to us. We're gonna see how your bartering goes really soon, since you said that, because that means you playing both sides, and I just wanted to call you out. You might be on the other. I wanted to call you out on it. When that person said something, this woman, that person that said something derogatory about me, I have this person blocked. I have other people who call and tell me, and this shit like it, but she on my post liking my stuff. So that playing two sides is wicked. It's wicked. So I called her out on it. But I asked her, does she have any foreign currency? She said, no, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, that said you're foolish and you're playing both sides. I don't care how you try to dress it up. I, if you walk like a duck and talk and sound like one, it is what it is. And I'm playing on both sides. I called you out on it. I was a man, and I reached out to that young lady, and I called you out on it like a man. And so if you don't have any foreign currency, Shame on you. If you're here, go to banknoteworld.com and get you some fun. I'm one of the few men on here who said that. A lot of people don't want people to win. A lot of people, they don't want to see people win. They want to be the only one shine. I'm not like that. That's why I purchase foreign currency for my siblings, because I don't want to be the only one shining. And that is an honorable thing to do. And the people that's running their mouth, talking, if you go there and listen to them, you don't hear them saying anything about what they want to do for their family, how they love their family, how they want to increase their family. All they can do is speak venom about hate, division, separation, chaos. And if you're listening to anybody like that, that shows what type of person you are. See, I'm on here encouraging the world. I got people listening to me worldwide, Australia, Canada, Alaska, all over the US, the Virgin Islands, the UK, Australia. I have people from all over the world that I talk to. Did I think that would happen? I no, but it happened. Why? Because my vibration and my heart is right. And you see, people see these things happening to you. The reason why I'm talking to the world right now, and I have a lot of momentum going on right now, is because my heart is right, my spirit is right, and I'm teaching the world. And then you have people in the background. How you doing? How you doing? People in the background with envy, hate, and malice in their heart. How you doing? How you doing? You want to know? You're here listening to me. So that means you're a fanatic. You're here learning from me. You're listening. You're getting pointers. If you were smart, if you were smart, you would stop being a hater. It's got to be miserable to be a hater. You got to feel like an ass to be a hater, man. Do you realize how weak it is to be a hater? Do you know what it takes to be a hater? You know what you're saying to yourself? I am not enough. I don't like who I am. And anybody that's doing better than me, I'm gonna try to do everything I can do to pull them down to where I am because I'm lonely being miserable. And I like to see other people suffer the way I feel I'm suffering. So let me bring you down to where I am because I'm lonely. And I want you to suffer like me. And if I can get you to come down to my level and suffer like me through lies, deceit, deception, then I'll feel better about myself. So let me try to drag you down to the gutter like me. I don't feel good. I don't like myself. I don't like the way I look. So let me project out on this person truly what I am. Let me project out the hate, the envy, the malice, the jealousy that's in my heart because I'm not happy. And I won't be happy until I can bring that person down. I won't be happy until I can bring them down to where I am. Then I'll be satisfied that I'm off to the next victim. That is the workers of a wicked person. Are you with me? That's what a hater is. And a hater is a liar. And a liar is a murderer. Because many murderers have tried to cover up the lies that they have told. Are you with me? So that's something that I've never been, a liar and a hater. Because I'm not trying to repeat this hell. But I'm going to turn my hell that I experienced all the way up until now, until my heaven on earth, like many of you are going to do. turn your heaven into hell. Turn your hell into a heaven on earth. Get this foreign currency and get you whatever car you want, whatever house you want. Get your body in shape. Hire your personal trainer. Hire your chef. If you want to go out there and buy you 100 acres of land, grow your own food, your own garden, your own flowers. Wake up whenever you get ready to. You don't have to get up at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning when you don't feel like it. You can decide to lay in bed however long you want to and let your body truly rest. Be set free from having to look at your watch or your clock because I've been set free of that. I'm saying glory, hallelujah to that. I've been set free of having to wake up in the morning and say, jump up. Oh man, I got 30 minutes to get ready for work. No, I want you guys to be set free from having to work a job, from having to get up in the morning, that job have you hostage to make money. You were never supposed to work for money, but money was supposed to work for you because you are the source and you are the energy. And they switched things around where we had to work for money. And working for money is called linear income. And you can never become wealthy when you have to trade time for money. Am I preaching? Money is supposed to work for you. You're supposed to diversify your money, have multiple streams of income coming in, and let that principal sit in the bank. And you're supposed to take that principle and leverage that principle. See, we're learning some things, guys. We're learning how to operate as wealthy people. We're learning together. I've learned so much, and I'm proud of myself. And when you have learned a lot, you don't have time for foolishness, man. I got a lot of knowledge in my head. I'm not the smartest guy, but I'm a pretty intelligent man. And I got so much overflowing me that my cup is filled with gratitude because of the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding that I have. I don't have time to be hating on nobody because I'm filled. Are you with me? When you're filled up, your cup is filled up with righteousness. You don't have time for foolishness. You don't have time to be worried about somebody else or to hate on anybody else when your cup is filled. Are you with me? So if you're seeing anybody talk about somebody else, hating about somebody else, and saying something, just know that they are an empty vessel. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? See, those that were hating on you, those that have lied on me, they're going to watch this. So I'm talking to you. Okay, I'm talking to you. Does it look like anything that you said about me manifested? No, it didn't manifest because it wasn't true. Because the things that you said about me, it wasn't true. So I kept on moving like it wasn't true. You were lying, saying all kind of lies, hideous things about me, and thought it was funny. I kept it moving. You're not smarter than me. It's not smarter than me. I kept it moving. Could you imagine somebody talking about the clothes I wear? Could you imagine somebody saying that, talking about how I dress? I'm one of the sharpest dressed dudes on these platforms. I'm not bragging. I'm just telling the truth. When I get clean, I get clean. I'm talking about from the watch, the tie, the socks, the shoes, suits custom made, fit the right way. But could you imagine somebody trying to talk about you? They only got one suit to their name. A person got one suit to their name, and the suit is too big for them. But you want to talk about me? See, that's the foolishness, man. That's the foolishness that jealous jealousy, envy, and malice it would do to you. It would make a fool out of you, man. If you're a hater, I hope you can find your way out of it. I hope you can find your way out of it because it's going to have you repeating this hell. It's going to have you repeating this hell. That's what a hater is going to do. It's going to have you repeat this hell. And you're going to watch the people that you lied on rise, 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 and rise. I got things going on with me, man, that I couldn't talk about. Because if I said some things about me, man, that'd be they would be, the haters would be so mad and jealous. Oh man, they would be. I'll just say this, but I am in tremendous overflow. I'll put it that way. I'm over in overflow. Every day that I wake up, brothers and sisters, it's a beautiful day. Why is every day a beautiful day? Because I spoke it. I spoke it into existence. Speak your inheritance, your happiness, your longevity, your health into existence. You got to speak it. And I can guarantee you that people who are haters are not speaking over themselves like that. You can speak. You're too busy worried about other people. You want to see, you want to know why I'm in the overflow? It's because I spoke it. And I didn't have anybody else's name on my mouth. I spoke it. And that's how powerful words are. Words are more powerful for the righteous, not the wicked, for the righteous. The wicked folks that are out there lying on folks, trying to hope people fail, they're out there watching the righteous rise, elevate, succeed. They're watching. They're watching. And they're saying, now they're feeling perplexed. They're feeling perplexed, like, damn, I said this about him. I said that about her. That was supposed to destroy them. That was supposed to make them disappear. But he's still moving. She's still moving with power and authority. Now they got more. Now they got more followers than I do on Facebook. And how is that possible? I just knew these lies were going to succeed. I just knew I was going to destroy him, destroy her. I used my best arsenal. I got people to come with me and gang up and lie. Now those people fell off and I don't know where they are. They separated from me. Now I'm just by myself and this person is just rising up, smiling, and people are listening to them. And I wanted that to be me. So you're here, you're watching, and you see it, what happened? There's no longevity and prosperity in being a hater, being wicked. There's no longevity. You can try to fool yourself, but it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. People still working a job. I had to work a job in 3 years because I stepped out on faith. I stepped out on faith. I promise you, I stepped out on faith. Most of the people here working jobs, put a one in the chat if you work jobs that they have mistreated you. Put a one in the chat. If you worked a job where you hated to go to work, but you had to go to work, put a one in the chat. If you worked a job and you hated to go to work and they mistreated you because of you were a righteous chosen one. If you had to go to a job that you didn't want to go to, put a one in the chat. So ain't no such thing as a good job. Because 9 times out of 10, if you work a job, just keep on working a while. They're going to mistreat you. Watch this right here. Watch this right here. Ain't no longevity in those jobs. Because watch this right here. Those days are gone. Watch this right here. How many people here have been on your job for 15 years? If you've been on the job, the same job for 15 years, put a one in the chat. And watch how many people we see. You maybe have maybe 3 or 4 people that put a one in the chat. How many people here that have been on the job for 15 years? Put a one in the chat. I said 15. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you're lying, you're gonna get struck down by lightning. Cut it out. So we got 5 people. I said about 4 or 5 people. We got exactly 5 people. And I wanted to say 20 years, but I just kept. I wanted to say 20 years because there there's no longevity on jobs. There's no longevity at jobs, guys. And if you've been working a job for 15 years, how many raises have you got? You know, back like 60, 50, 60 years ago, they used to give a person a gold watch for working, a job that many times, that many times. Most jobs, guys, ain't nobody really, unless you got a job at the mill, unless you're a registered nurse. If you're a registered nurse and you have these career jobs, or you're a teacher, these might be people that have worked these jobs for that long. But I'm here to tell you guys, if you are a nurse, a registered nurse, or whatever type of nurse you are, the hospitals are getting ready to take a hit. You want to know why? Because there's not going to be that many sick people in the world. With the technology that they're coming out with right now, with the med bags, the EE system, the stem cell treatments, the NAD, the hyperbaric oxygen chamber, people are more smarter right now. So the hospitals, if you are in the medical field, the hospitals are getting ready to take a hit because 100 years ago they didn't have the, that many hospitals over in our indigenous land. Why? It's because 100 years ago we had our own farms, we grew our own food, and I'm talking about the so-called black people. Most of our grandparents had farms here. We had our own farm because we are the people of the land. We didn't have hospitals and jails like they did here. We didn't have it. See, I did the research and study. We didn't have hospitals. It wasn't that many sick people back then. People wasn't taking medications. People grew their own food. They ate their own food that they grew. So we didn't have the jails because people weren't on. They didn't have drugs on the street that they pushed on the people. They didn't have none of that. And this is what we're getting ready to take it back to, brothers. We're getting ready to take it back to those days of the 21st century. And I say, glory, hallelujah to that. This is what we're getting ready to do. We're going to have our own fresh water. We can grow our own food. And we can take it back to those days. We can get the treatments to make sure we're healthy, we're strong. We can decide to help out whoever we want to help out who are attached to us in the righteous way. This is what we're going back to. So this is why I say rejoice. Be happy. Because our heaven on earth is coming. Rejoice that no weapon formed against you. It didn't prosper, guys. It didn't prosper. And it got you right where we are today. Well, they're going to hit that switch because it's quiet right now. It's quiet right now. What's the day? It's the 3rd. We got just about a little over a week. We got 8 days before they have the World Cup here in Atlanta, Georgia. And it's supposed to be for 2 weeks, which is from the 11th to the 25th. Guys, in my opinion, I believe that they're going to do something. When they have just about 1 million people from all over the whole world is getting ready to come to Atlanta, Georgia, I believe they're up to some shenanigans. They're up to something. And whatever happens, we're going to be good. We won't be shaken and scared like we all was 25 years ago when 9/11 happened. We were petrified. We were scared. We were shocked, frozen into place where they ran one of the biggest psyops in the whole world was 9/11. It was a psyop. It wasn't real. It was controlled demolition and didn't nobody die. Those were fake names. No, the buildings did not get hit with a plane. They were CGI on that television. I'm thorough. I mean, I just know it. They made up a whole story so that people wouldn't pay attention to them stealing that gold that was underneath the World Trade Center that belonged to the people who think they're black and African American. That's who the gold belonged to. And they had to give it back. That's who the gold belonged to, guys. To so-called people who are African American. They had to give it back. So I wanted to keep you they come up with something, guys, something so massive. If you don't believe me, to the people who are new here, who are ear hustling, and to the haters, why are you hating when you have an inheritance? Why are you a hater when you have an inheritance to get to? You're so busy hating that you can't see the inheritance that you're due. You can't see the inheritance that you do because you're so busy hating. So I'm not hating. Those, I'm going to play it again and show you that the gold that was under these nine that they took and stole belonged to the indigenous people. I'm going to let you hear it right here for those that don't believe. So if you are so-called black, you have an inheritance. Stop hating on people. Get the bag. Get the bag and stop being a hater. Because we all have it. And everybody in the world have an opportunity to get this wealth. But the indigenous people are going to get their blood right, their land back. So listen to this right here. For those of you who are new here, can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat. They don't want y'all to hear that. Put a one in the chat. Can you hear me? Put a one in the chat. Let's try this again.
And $7 billion unless they were part of the cover-up. And $7 billion is a drop in the bucket compared to the $250 billion in the bucket compared to the $250 billion that was laundered on 9/11 from the Black Eagle Trust. 9/11 was not done by ragheads with box cutters. It was done by the Zionists with Dick Cheney as their executing authority. They spent a year deepening the channel so that they could destroy the crime scene and get rid of all of the evidence. The dogs were taken out 2 weeks in advance and then controlled demolitions put in. The dogs were not allowed back or they would have gone crazy. The 9/11 Commission was run by a Zionist, Philip Zelikow. He's a piece of crap who works for the Zionists, and his job was to cover up the whole 9/11 thing. Robert Mueller is director of the FBI. His entire responsibility in life was to cover up 9/11. I have seen evidence that the Zionists began planning 9/11 in 1988, but what they were waiting for was Dick Cheney as vice president. I mean, 9/11 was also insurance fraud. Yes. There is no insurance company on the planet that would have paid out $7 billion without a proper investigation unless they were part of the cover-up. And $7 billion is a drop in the bucket compared to the $250 billion that was laundered on 9/11 from the Black Eagle Trust. 9/11 was not done.
Y'all heard what he said? He said now $270 trillion from the Black People's Trust. Did you hear what he said? Did y'all hear what he said? He didn't say Africans. He said the Black People's Trust. So if you are so-called Black, know that you have so much wealth that belongs to you. And it's most of the Black people who are hating on each other when we should be coming together to get our family inheritance back. From the Black People's Trust, that means that the gold that they were stealing from that belonged to us. And the other nations, you heard it, or anybody other race, I got love for all people. But you heard what Mr. Steele said. It's a full moon tonight. It is beautiful, a big full moon tonight. Wow. But you heard what Mr. Rod Steele said. From the Black People's Trust, the Saga Sarah was supposed to happen back then for us, but they made up their whole lie and made it seem like there was an attack. And if you have a brain, you'll see that that story didn't make no sense because they didn't find no engines from a plane. They claimed that the engines burnt up in the fire. But let me tell you something. The same engines that are in those Rolls Royce, the reason the Rolls Royce cost so much is because that engine is powerful. Why? That the engine don't go bad. Why is that? Because that engine from the Rolls Royce is made out of titanium steel, meaning that fire cannot burn that engine up. So the same engines that are in the Rolls Royce are in the plane engines of the same engine in Rolls Royce. And those engines cannot burn up in a fire. So they didn't find those engines because they claimed they burned up in a fire, but you somehow found the license of these so-called would-be terrorists. Man, come on, you can't make this shit up, man. You can't make this shit up, man. They found the fire got so hot that it burnt down the building, fall down, and burnt up this titanium steel engines. You couldn't even find them, but you happen to find intact the IDs of these would-be terrorists. The dead body's been burnt up, but you find that, man, come on, you can't make this shit up, man. Am I preaching? Am I preaching? This is a wicked world, man. Sometimes I just get so frustrated, man. I have a celestial family and a great spirit. That moon is huge, man. The moon, y'all look out. That moon, the moon is huge out here. It is huge. A full moon. It is beautiful and huge, man. Wow, that's just something unimaginable happening, guys. Our celestial family is seeing us and moving on our behalf, guys. And I'm thankful about that. I'm thankful about that. Thanks for divine protection and guidance over my life and your soul family life. Thanks for divine guidance and protection. That no weapon formed against us that prosper, family. It goes back to the center in these late hours of this beast system being dismantled and destroyed from the inside out. That there's no time for any amount of hating, guys. There's so much happening behind the scenes. And this beast system is scared. We're not fighting against flesh and blood. To people with any envy, hate, malice, and jealousy in your heart. Don't you know we're not fighting against flesh and blood? Why are you continuing to fight with your brothers and sisters when we have an enemy in a skin suit with a cold-blooded heart? Can't you not see that? Why are you fighting with that which you can see, with that which you can't see is what you need to be and fight against? Why are you still fighting? Are you that weak? Are you that much of a coward that you're afraid to fight against the unseen forces that you can only fight with what you can see? Are you that weak and miserable to continue to operate like that? We're not fighting against flesh and blood. We're not fighting against flesh and blood. You want to know what we're fighting against? Show you what we're fighting against. I'm going to show you what we're fighting against. I played it before, but I want you to hear this. They listen. They're coming out of hiding. These entities they're coming out of hiding. They're showing themselves. I'm gonna show it again. I'm gonna keep on reinforcing what I'm saying. Let me show you this right here. These entities are showing themselves, and the ruling government is yes, the reptilians, draconians, Arcadians. For those of you may be new, we're not fighting against flesh, but see, listen, it's like listen. This is who we fight. We're not fighting against flesh and blood like us. This is who we're fighting against. Damn.
E ao mesmo tempo, e ao mesmo tempo, nós não vamos parar por aí. Já estão comentados. Já, já estão comentados estudos para eliminar, para eliminar, é muito, já estão, e ao mesmo tempo, e ao mesmo tempo, nós não vamos parar por aí. Já estão comentados. Já, já estão comentados estudos para eliminar, para eliminar, é muito, já estão.
We fight not against flesh and blood, but evil principalities on high in the government, We fight against a cold-blooded reptile beast that gave you your religion, that gave you your education, got you eating your meat medium rare, like the way they like it, with blood still in it. They got you doing a ritual that they call communion, where you were eating the crackers in the name of flesh and drinking grape juice in the form of blood. That's a reptilian ritual. We fight against a cold-blooded entity, masked up, on tail live vision. You love them. They're your actors, comedians, athletes, politicians. The adversary is the prince of the air. And anything that's mainstream is made in the image of the beast system. If you still believe that there are good people who are pushed on TV, you're in for a rude awakening. It's the industry. And it's more of us than it is them. We have an opportunity to win this war. We're not even going to stop hating on each other and stop fighting against what you can see. You know, see now these entities masked around in skin suit are losing their form because he lost his form and that voice came out. And this is one of your governors of one of these main states, and they had to give us a while to drink it. They're losing their ability to mask themselves up and hide. And this is what's about to be revealed to people who ain't ready for it. We got giants waking up. We got giants waking up. So y'all something up. We got giants waking up. The earth is breathing in Tennessee, but they got those giant mountains. Those are Tartarian. Those are giant ancient titans that once lived. Y'all ain't ready for it, man. She's wicked to the core right here. Shot. That was so-called a queen, and that was a black. Her eyes were all black. See, they don't tell you guys this in your churches, your schools, and your government. They don't talk to people about it. There's some people that think just because they don't uh just because they don't talk about these things on mainstream television that it's not true. Aren't you guys glad that you can see beyond the veil? Aren't you happy, guys? And I got talked about, ridiculed, persecuted, defamed, laughed at, and teased by people that was I thought were supposed to protect me the most. They thought I was overzealous for talking the way that I talk. Now we've been vindicated. I've been vindicated. We've been vindicated. We've been vindicated. We've been vindicated for standing on our faith. We are being vindicated. I'm happy about that because the God of this world, that's the God that the people that you love and you worship, that's the God that they worship.
There are beings walking this earth that are not human. There are beings that is walking this earth and they are not human. I just came from Kroger's. I just got off of work. I went to go pick up a few items, y'all. I go to the bread aisle. Now the bread aisle is super long. I'm at one end of the bread aisle. There's a guy that's about 3/4 of the way down in the bread aisle. He got a cart. I got a cart. He's looking at me. And you know how you can see out your peripheral that somebody's staring at you. He ain't just looking, but he's staring at me. I kind of look his way. He's still staring. I go ahead and I get my bread. I go back around the other way because I'm going to the international aisle to get some pasta and some other stuff. When I'm in the international aisle at one end, this guy comes around and he's at the top of the same aisle. I see him still looking at me. Now, mind you, there's a couple of things that I need to get out of that aisle. So the first part of the aisle, I grab what I need to grab, then I go about midway down. He's at the other end. So he's staring at me still. So I kind of look at him and I go like, how you give somebody that type look? He's still staring. So I'm looking for what I'm looking for. I can't really find it because he's throwing me off because he keeps staring. Mind you, this man don't have nothing in his cart. He's not even trying to look at any food. He's looking directly at me. By this time, I'm like, you know what? I'm not on it. I'm about to just stare down. So I turn to look at him. Y'all, when I tell you, this man stared at me and his eyes turned black. Everything in his whole eyeball, not just the pupil, but the white part, turned completely black. He looked, he said, black, and then he walked away. When I tell you I left that car sitting in that aisle, I didn't even buy nothing from Kroger's. I left out and I came home. There is stuff, there is beings that is walking in this earth, and they at the store, they at whatever, they look like us and everything else, but they are not human. I don't even know what to say. This is BioPro Plus, a liquid formula packed with naturally occurring growth factors and peptides that support your body's energy, metabolism, and muscle. BioPro Plus, feel better, live better, live better. There are beings walking this earth that are not human. There are beings.
Tell me about guys, what type of world we live in, man. And so this is why I reinforce and show these things because I'm just trying to. I'm trying to give you an opportunity to clean your shit up, guys. If the whole goal is to give you an opportunity to rectify the wrongs in your life. That's the goal.
I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the streets. Joy, that's the pussy. Picture paragraphs unloaded. Wise words being quoted, the weakness in the rap game is loaded. Down, pray to God, hoping that it's listening. See niggas coming for me. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting pussy. Picture paragraphs unloaded. Wise words being quoted, the weakness in the rap game is loaded. Down,
The world, the world is a stage, guys. The world that we live in is a Truman Show. The people who try and shit so-called down the world stage don't damn realize they just kill off the character. They put on your heartstrings and make you cry. If you guys really come to the conclusion and find and know really inside what type of world we live in, you'll clean your shit up, man. And you ask the grant of you ask the ancestors, the great spirit, that you do not want to come back. And guess what they don't say? They're gonna tell you that you are your own savior and salvation out of this repeat. You are your own way. When you see people on the streets in these inner cities and they're homeless, eating out the trash, or in a wheelchair with both legs cut off, hadn't taken a bath about a year or so, all by themselves. I've seen these things. And you ask yourself, how did that person get that way? Did they have a mother, a father, brother, and sister, niece, and nephew to love them enough where they don't have to be on the streets like that? Well, you want to know how a person got like that? See, when you're watching, if you are a hater and you're lying on people, there's no difference in a liar and a murderer. When you're out here causing chaos and hell, trying to destroy people's lives who are here on assignment, and you're trying to destroy them and stop their assignment that they were sent here to do, that's dangerous. Because when you incarnate back into this realm, you could be one of those homeless people on the streets that lost your mind, that sent you back down here, and you'll just be an empty vessel for these disembodied spirits who have a perpetual repeat in this beat system. That hell, that so-called Lucifer and the fallen angels, it's earth. Nowhere in the Bible can you prove to me that it said that Lucifer and those so-called angels got sent to hell. No, it said they got sent to earth. And we are down here with them. So what did we do to be down here with them? With all these entities. That's why we started to see it. We started to see these reptilians, draconians, and sectator. And these were the entities behind pushing that pandemic and that needle that you put in your arm, that stuff that you put in your arm, they created it. Just like they created the drugs to make you lose your mind when your mind is open up to the spiritual realm that you cannot handle with a carnal heart. These are the entities masking themselves up and dressed up like they're one of us. They're the ones causing all the hell and making people lose their minds and got the jails and the prison system to rob you from your spiritual and physical estate. These are the ones behind it. So you know your brother, Chief, it's not a lot of people that's on here talking the way I am. And the reason I'm reinforcing what I'm saying is to hope it clicks with you. Hopefully it clicked to say, let me stop being a hater. Let me stop trying to cause confusion. Let me stop being a liar. Let me be authentic, accountable, and operate with gratitude. I don't need any hate, envy, malice, or jealousy in my heart because that's the soul trap. And I don't want to come back down here. I want to create this hell that I've been experiencing up until now. I want to create and turn it into my heaven, and those that I love and the righteous who are connected to me in the righteous way, I want to help make their hell on earth into heaven. And I want to live as long as I can. to teach my great grandchildren. So by the time when I'm gone and gain that celestial body, and I see the celestial family, they can say, "Well done, family. You did an awesome job." And you sitting back, and then your brain is nothing but a recording mechanism, the whole a data, and they play everything out in front of you. And what I am doing right now and talking to you, inspiring, lifting, motivate, encouraging the tribes, it's going to play out in front of me. And this is why I am performing for that camera that's got eyes on me. And this is the way you should be performing for the celestial family. Are they going to be happy with you? Are they going to be pleased with you? Because if not, guess what? Slavery is a choice. Hell is a choice. You have an opportunity. I'm asking you to come to the altar and repent and turn away from your wicked ways, my dear brothers and sisters. And repent for having an alt with your brothers and sisters that you have betrayed, that you have lied on. The choice is yours. And you're watching the video right now. And if you ignore this and you go on living the same old wicked life and being the same old liar causing chaos, then hell is eternal for you because you're going to be incarnated back in this shit over and over. And how do you know that we've been here before? It's because the deja vu is letting you know that you've been here before. I don't want to repeat it. I want this to be my last time. And in fact, I'm letting the celestial family know that this is my last time. And I'm going to thank them for divine guidance and protection. That any weapon formed against me, any evil intent against me and you guys, say that to yourself. Put ones in the chat that said, "No weapon formed," if you're in agreement with me, that no weapon formed against us won't prosper. And that any voice, any ill will, intentions, or things spoken on our name, that it goes back to the sender. I speak that in power, with clarity, with understanding, that no weapon formed against me. And show up, celestial family, and let them know that we belong to you. This ain't playtime right now. Touch not their anointed ones and do them no harm. And that's where we are right now, guys. That's where we are. No weapon formed against the righteous is going to prosper. But weapons formed against the wicked will prosper. Weapons formed against the wicked will prosper. But when they form at the righteous, they won't prosper. But the righteous will use those weapons that are formed against him and use it for momentum to succeed and take off. And this is what you have seen with your brother Chief Mack. Be encouraged, guys. Our inheritance is on its way. If you don't have any foreign currency, you need to get some. Get some foreign currency. Go to banknoteworld.com. Banknoteworld.com. You can get some Vietnamese dong. You got the Venezuela Boulevard. You got the Iraqi dinar. You got the Zimbabwe Zim notes. Get some, guys. I want you to experience wealth and inheritance. For those of you who don't have a trust account, you cannot move those funds unless you have a trust. I have done the trust for hundreds of people. And a lot of people have gotten their trust accounts opened at the bank, have gotten their foreign EIN number, and they're ready. We're ready, guys. Congratulations to you guys. Thanks for believing in me. Thanks for trusting me. Thanks for doing business with me. We talk on the phone. You've been educated on how to live and trust, and they about to hit that switch. A lot of people are feeling that momentum that's coming. They about to hit that switch, guys. I want you to be prepared. I want you to be prepared, guys. If you need to trust, call me. We can work some numbers out, payment arrangements out. If you need to trust, uh, there's a $75 consultation fee. You can reach out to me at Unity in Motion 45 at yahoo.com. That's UNITYINMOTION, the number 45 at yahoo.com. Guys, we're close. We're close because the United States corporation don't exist anymore. So why would we be celebrating July 4th, which is a representation of United States corporation? They're not here. They've been dissolved. So really close, this thing's about to happen. And if you don't have any foreign currency, or you let somebody deceive you or trick you out of getting you some foreign currency, shame on you. Get some foreign currency. Be in gratitude. Be happy. Be blissful, guys. Be prayerful. Operate with intentions. Live with intentions. Speak life and inheritance over yourself. The wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just, and we are the just. We are the meat that's getting ready to inherit the earth. When we get our wealth, we won't be last anymore. We're going to be first. We won't be at the tail. We will be the heads. We are going to be the lenders and not the borrowers. We are going to be the creditors and not the debtors. So we are going to be the banks. I am excited for you guys. I am excited for you guys, man. And let's get it. Let's be happy. Let's be prayerful for each other, guys. Our inheritance is on its way. It's your brother Chief Mack, guys. I bring it to you nothing but the truth. And that's your true identity, history, heritage, and culture. I look to inspire, motivate. Welcome to the Chief Mack Show. He's walking in the light, teaching truth and wisdom, helping people see what's right. Breaking chains of bondage from the beast system's heart. Setting up your trust fund, protecting all your gold. He says it's a great time to be alive. We spend self-hatches healing, helping bodies thrive. Watch what you're consuming, be careful what goes in. The battle's all around us, let the transformation begin. Welcome to the Chief Mack Show, another leader of the soul tribe. He will show us the pathway. Teaching you how to strive, he will help you with your mind, body, and finance. For freedom is the key. If you're willing to open up your mind and soul, he'll help you break free. He's talking about the transfer, the wealth that's coming through. But if you know your heart ain't right, he won't stay with you. Have your fellow brother, let your spirit lead the way. Oh, you lose it all as quickly as it came to you. Good and evil fighting, strength and see. He opens up his heart and sets the captives free. A spiritual warrior with a mission and a plan. Living the soul tribe, every woman and every man. Welcome to the Chief Mack, another leader of the soul tribe. He will show us the pathway. By teaching you how to strive, he will help you with your mind, body, and finances. Freedom is the key. If you're willing to open up your mind and soul, he'll help you break free. Systems that will never take control. Compassion is his compass. Love is his decree. It's a great
great time to be alive. Finally see clearly the truth not show. Another meeting is so trying, yeah. Showing us the path, teaching us to rise. Get your heart right with the Father. Let your light shine through. Transformation's coming. And it starts with me. It's a great time to be alive. Yeah, yeah. She's back in the soul. Heaven knows who help me show. Please welcome to the kingdom show. Heaven show. Children show. Please welcome to the kingdom show. Heaven knows who help me show. Please welcome to the kingdom show. Hey, what a great time to be alive.